Shakti is the universal mother goddess who is the source of energy for everything, living and non-living, divine and non-divine. She manifests in numerous forms like Parvati, Kali, Saraswati, and Lakshmi. She is loving, caring, nourishing, yet at the same time can be ferocious, menacing, and destructive. Just like how energy has the potential to either create or destroy. Durga is one such ferocious form of the mother goddess who is renowned for her battle prowess. The half buffalo and half asura, Mahishasura, who was the king of asuras, easily defeated the devas due to a boon from Brahma. The boon granted the asura partial immortality as only a woman could slay the asura. The defeated devas asked the Trimurti of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva for help. The three supreme gods, with their combined powers, summoned a pillar of brilliant light from which Shakti, in the form of Durga, the 10-armed goddess of war, appeared. The 10 arms symbolize how the goddess protects her devotees in all 10 directions, the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 ordinal directions, and also above and below the living realm. The gods who witnessed the creation of Durga offered their powerful weapons and adorned the 10 arms of the Divine Mother with the power to destroy the tyrant Asura. Shiva's Trishul. Shiva, the god of destruction, gifted Durga with his Trishul or trident. The 3 prongs of the weapon symbolize multiple important trinities in the Hindu philosophy, the most common interpretations being the 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, the 3 time periods, past, present and future, and the universal cycles, creation, preservation and destruction. The wielder of the Trishul is considered to be the master of all such trinities. During the battle, the goddess used the weapon to land the finishing blow on Mahishasura. Vishnu Sudarshan Chakra. The god of preservation, Vishnu, offered his divine discus, the Sudarshan Chakra, to the goddess. The discus, with more than 1 million sharp spikes, has the power to decapitate the enemy beyond resurrection. According to Linga Purana, Vishnu obtained the chakra from Shiva and since then has used this weapon to defeat countless asuras and rakshasas in his various avatars. Click on the video linked above to find out how Vishnu obtained the chakra from Shiva. The imagery of the disc spinning around Durga's finger is a symbolic representation of how the energy provided by the goddess sets the universe in motion. Brahma's Kamandala. Brahma, as the god of creation, does not carry any weapons. Instead, he offered his Kamandala, a water pot, to the goddess. The pot containing holy water symbolizes purity, wisdom, and life, and Brahma uses it to create various life forms by chanting different mantras. Durga's possession of the Kamandala, which plays a crucial role in the creation of the universe, explains the importance of existence of Shakti in the universe. Indra's Vajra. Vajra, the thunderbolt, is Indra's signature weapon, and he offered this mighty weapon to Durga. The weapon was specifically made by Vishwakarma out of sage Dadhichi's bones so that Indra could defeat Vrita, an Asura who is an embodiment of droughts in the Rig Veda. The Vajra is used to punish sinners. In Sanskrit, the word Vajra also means a diamond, which is the hardest material found in nature, to symbolize the weapon's strength and indestructibility. We have a video of the story explaining how Indra's Vajra was made. Click on the link above to watch the video. Vayu's bow and quiver of infinite arrows. The god of wind, Vayu, provided the goddess with bow and a quiver with unlimited arrows. The weapon set is a great representation of how goddess Shakti exists as different forms of energy. The bow and the arrow represent potential and kinetic energy respectively. Before the arrow is launched from the bow, it contains potential energy, but the moment it gets launched towards the target, the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and thus the goddess being an adept archer is the symbolism of how the universe functions due to the conversion of one form of energy to another. Varuna's conch. Varun, with his role as the god of water bodies and marine life, offered his auspicious conch to the goddess. When blown inside a conch, it produces the sound of Om, which in Hinduism is the primordial sound of creation. Water and creation have close ties with each other, as according to modern science, life on Earth started in the oceans. The conch was also used as a trumpet during the start of a war, or to declare victory at the end, which is appropriate for Durga as she is the goddess of war. Agni's burning spear. Agni, the god of fire and a deity associated with sacred yagyas, offered his spear with a burning head to Durga. The projectile weapon, with a sharp pointed head and enveloped in scorching flames, can impale the target with complete accuracy when launched. The weapon is a symbol of power, valor, and courage. The burning flames of the spear signify the role of Shakti as the ultimate source of energy. Yama's sword. Yama, the god of death, gave his sword to the warrior goddess. The sword is an embodiment of both aspects of death and justice. The weapon is utilized by the god to punish the sinners and bring justice to the world. A sword symbolizes bravery, authority, and power. Vishwakarma's axe. Brahma's son Vishwakarma, who was the engineer and carpenter of the gods, was responsible for constructing numerous divine weapons. He gifted the goddess an axe, which symbolizes the creative and destructive aspects of energy. An axe used to bring down a tree represents destruction, but using the same axe to chop wood to construct a house represents creation, thus symbolizing the dual nature of Shakti in the universe. Surya's sun rays. The radiant Surya, the celestial sun god and the ruler of the Navagraha, bestowed his blinding sun rays to the goddess. The blinding radiance of the goddess signifies her duty as the goddess of war to banish evil and darkness in all 10 directions. Since every living creature is dependent on sunlight for survival, the light emanating from Durga can also be a representation of her nurturing and nourishing nature as a mother goddess. It also symbolizes her role as the universal source of energy. After obtaining offerings in the form of divine weapons and other divine objects from the Trimurti and the Devas, the king of the mountains, Himavan, offered Durga a Vahana, the lion. With her 10 arms equipped with the power offered by different gods, Durga, who was as radiant as the sun, rode on her lion and arrived on the battlefield. She challenged the buffalo Asura, and after a fierce battle that lasted for 9 days, Durga defeated Mahishasura, restoring peace in all the 3 lokas.